I'd never really read anything like this before, and I'm not sure I would have had the courage to tackle this if it weren't, if he weren't in charge of everything, because I think he had, obviously his work speaks for himself. And what's wonderful about him as a director is that it's not as if, for me, you can look at a film and say, oh, that's a Darren Aronofsky stamp, because all of his films are very different. It's thought-provoking, and everyone who sees it will come away thinking it's about something entirely different. So it will definitely stir up a lot of emotions, a lot of conversation, and I'm sure some very lively conversation. I loved working with this cast. Everybody was just so talented, and it was really challenging artistically because Darren does these wild, really long masters where he's weaving in and out of rooms and up stairways and down stairways, and you're sort of jumping over cables and coming in and leaving and it's wild, and yet it was very thrilling. It was exciting, and it's a fun part for me. It's I guess unlike anything I've really ever played, or maybe anything I've sort of played in a long time. And I took some risks for Darren that I wouldn't have normally. It sounds a little bit patronizing to say wise beyond her years, but the truth is she is. She's a very complicated person, and in the best possible way. She's, first of all, hilarious. She's one of the funniest people I've ever met, and also wickedly smart. And I really loved getting to know her. I loved working with her. It is hard to come across writing that feels original and unusual, and it was, but it was also at the same time felt a little risky, felt daring for sure. And I think when you read material like this and you're considering whether or not to do it, who's directing it is really the sort of ultimately the decision. Making this film was really hard work, and yet it was an incredible amount of fun. I loved working with this group of actors, and it was incredibly challenging. Darren sets a very high bar for himself, thus everyone else, and we were doing these wild, crazy, master long shots that went on forever, going down halls, upstairs, downstairs. You're sort of in the shot, out of the shot, jumping over cables, hiding behind the camera. And it was, incredibly challenging. And then you have to remember your lines and not fall down. But I think we all approached it with a really great attitude, and we were all very excited and enthusiastic about the challenge of it all.
Hey, Vale here with some cool movie facts on the efforts some actors go to create the characters they play. For the role of Roger Kint, Kevin Spacey glued his fingers together in the film The Usual Suspects to give his left hand the feeling of paralysis. To prepare for his role in the film The Mask of Zorro, Antonio Banderas practiced with the Olympic fencing team in Spain for 4 months. Natalie Portman, for the role as Nina Sayers in Black Swan, trained with former New York City ballet dancer Mary Helen Bowers for up to 8 hours a day, 6 days a week for over a year ahead of shooting the film. Adrian Brody, for his role in The Pianist, gave up his apartment, sold his car, and moved to Europe with only 2 bags, so he could get familiar with his character's discomfort. He also went on a crash diet and lost 30 pounds in 6 weeks, weighing 130 pounds at his lightest during shooting. Whoa. Okay, so if you want to watch more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you receive the videos the moment they are online. Bye bye!